So after the new Empire, Godzilla fans were left a little divided to say the least, specifically about its treatment of Godzilla. And while it's a little unfair to compare it to Minus One, some think the King of the Monsters might be getting a little too silly and springy, while supporters fairly counter that the new Empire was a love letter to the Showa era and maybe even a natural progression for the MonsterVerse. But regardless of where you stand, you might think this shift began with Adam Wingard's involvement, starting with Godzilla vs. Kong. But I'd argue the shift started much further back, specifically right here. You see, after over a decade of hibernation, Kong had to make a colossal MonsterVerse debut if he was fated to fight Godzilla. And colossal it was, giving us some of the most frenetic and dynamic fights in the entire MonsterVerse. In contrast, Godzilla's screen time had been marked by titanic presence and weight, albeit a little sluggish in comparison. So when they finally did meet, option 1 would be to just slow Kong down to match, but that's less visually appealing. Option 2 was to fuel Godzilla with Red Bull and steroids, and ultimately, that's what we got. You see, love it or hate it, the current tone of the MonsterVerse is inseparable from its two titular titans, and any course correction would require fundamentally changing who they are. But how would you do it differently if you could direct the MonsterVerse?